It's getting to be time to play in a golf tournament and help a charity. That charity is Peyton's Promise, and that tournament is at the North Stone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina on Monday, November 11th. Go to acetj.com/golf for details on how you can play, sponsor, or donate. That's acetj.com/golf.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. Uncensored, unedited, and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Woo! It's the second work day of the week, so 2 work days, so Tuesday. You know that's why it's called Tuesday? Because it's the second work day?
No, I didn't. Is that true?
No, it's not.
Oh, my God.
I just made it up just now, like on the spot. I'm spotting. Oh, it's what you call making up something on the spot. You call it spotting. You can look that one up.
I don't make the rules.
But do y'all find yourselves having more or less energy on Tuesday than on Monday?
Probably less.
I think it's more for me.
I don't know.
On Saturday nights, I go to bed at like sometimes 3 in the morning, and then I got to go back to sleep the next night. So Mondays are pretty rough.
Yeah. What are you doing up all hours of the night? Playing with
games,
yourself?
Playing games in bed and just not sleeping.
Yeah.
Because I'm
So exactly as I said.
I'm pretty stupid sometimes. So.
In there playing games with his self. He's playing self games. That's what we're calling it now.
Man, you walk into the room, it's like 2:30 in the morning, and there's my man, laying in bed, with
a Game Boy
controller in his hand.
She would never know because she's at 10 o'clock, she's in bed, and at 12 noon the next day, she's getting up.
Are you wearing the CPAP mask while you're playing games in bed, Rob?
No, I can't really do that.
No.
Because I use one of the nasal ones, and it kind of gets into my eyes a little bit.
Yeah, you can't. Like, I can't put my glasses on with mine. So
Fan on, all that stuff going, Rob?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So all you really got to do is, when you get sleepy, is just put the game controller down, and put the CPAP on.
Strap on that mask.
Well, right before the CPAP, I do have to put the head strap, too, that keeps my jaw from opening.
Yeah, that's right. Damn. So he just has the complete torture chamber. All right, so we have a freaky couple that has done something, and they think it's so cool. And they're also unattractive, so you can go ahead and tell you they're nudists. And a teacher in Florida that has done something that I think is fabulous, but it has also shown me that I am behind the times on something that I thought I was up to date on. We get into all that coming up next.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next.
If you need help with a dilemma, the Ace and TJ radio family is here to offer you some group therapy. Every Tuesday, we collectively assist someone in need of advice. Send us a message on Facebook or email us, acetj@acetj.com, and you could be next on group therapy.
Hey, look here. Our friend Richard Toccato is with us again, and so happy for you because the interest rates are coming down.
Oh, it's awesome. It is time to refinance your house, get the best rate, save a bunch of money, pay off those credit cards, get cash, do whatever you want to do, and save hundreds and thousands of dollars a month.
We got members of the radio family who've saved $1,500 a month using Richard, and it starts with one free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or just jump online, homewithrichard.com.
It's a free 5-minute phone call.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Ladies, you've been searching your entire lives for a pair of good-looking stiletto heels that are painless. Yes, painless. Well, they do exist, and they're from Protégé Footwear. Save 30% right now by using the code ACETJ at acetj.com/shoes.
More than just a little funny. This is extra funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast.
So there is a man and a woman in England, and they are best friends, or as they call it over there, mates. They're best mates. They're not a couple because the guy is married to another woman. But there's a huge article about them because they have just taken a 6-day tandem bike ride, completely naked across England. Neil Cox is his name. Middle name On. Which I think is a weird middle name for someone. It must have been his mom's maiden name. Her maiden name must have been On.
Is this a real story?
Yes, it's a real story. And the woman's name is Jay Antic. He's 36, she's 25. And so they've been on a 260-mile naked cycle journey.
Oh, God.
And they talk about all of the wonders of it and how most of the response so far has been overwhelmingly positive. So they are not just being naked and freaky amongst their own people in a private club or something. They're out in public forcing people to look at them naked, right? So you can't make me believe that this is not a fetish. They're exhibitionists. They want people to look at them naked. They get some sort of a thrill out of it. And since everybody has been told you can't judge, so they get these other people saying, I think it's great, But what if you got children in the car and here come these two people on a bicycle and they're naked as they can be, showing all of their private parts and everything else, because they're naked on this bike.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures of them now as they travel. Is it legal to be naked in these cities?
Evidently it is, because they've been out there doing it for however many days, and they've done news reports about it, and they've got pictures of them doing it.
In tandem, that's like the 2-seat.
It makes it look even more ridiculous.
How stupid.
Yeah, so again, I think that and they call them, they're not nudists anymore, they're naturists.
Okay.
That's what the name of it, naturists. We'll go back to the fact that most of these nudists are so unattractive that they feel like nobody is going to voluntarily look at them naked. So they have to do these types of things to get people to look at them naked.
A couple of observations just from looking at some of the pictures of them online. As if you didn't look weird enough, just riding a bicycle naked, riding a bicycle wearing only a helmet and a pair of athletic shoes is a totally different look. And he rides in front of her.
Yeah.
So essentially his butt is on the handlebars of her bike, of her portion of the bike. So her hand, the entire time when she leans forward to grab the handlebars, her hands are within a couple of inches of his sweaty back and butt.
Smelling like ass the whole time.
And there's no way you get chafing and all of that stuff, because this doesn't look like it's a really expensive bicycle that has comforts and things like that. It just looks like a kind of an old tandem bike.
Yeah.
It looks like everything else in England. Looks like an old version of the stuff that we have.
Crap. They're younger than I expect. You don't often hear about a nudist that's 26 and a woman.
Yeah. But they're not. I was saying they were ugly and all that, but in actuality, they're not as ugly as most nudists are.
Yeah. Okay. Good for them.
Yeah.
But what the hell? What happened to just going to like Puerto Vallarta? on vacation. You want to get on a bicycle and show your butthole to England?
Yeah, because
Get a grip. I mean,
because it's their fetish.
you're
It's a
20 years
fetish.
old. I mean, it's like, I don't know.
Go to a nude beach or something.
Yeah, there's not anything more fun to do.
But just and people, they
expose
point out that a
yourself?
lot of people have said, "Hey, just because you want to see each other naked doesn't mean the rest of us want to see you naked." And we have no choice when you ride your bicycle through our town.
Freaks.
And they're right.
douchebags.
If you're sitting at a red light driving your car and somebody rides up next to you in a bike and they're naked, you glance over like you don't have an option.
Yeah, I mean, it's a full narcissist move. I don't care what happens in your family or with your kids or what you think. I want to be naked. I want the world to see my booty hole. Rob, can you take that out of context? And then there's this teacher in Florida, and they're making a huge deal out of this, but this is just the way it used to be in school. This teacher named Angela Santalo in Florida has banned Gen Z and Gen Alpha slang in her classroom. She teaches science.
Okay.
And she doesn't want them speaking to each other in this slang. She says she wants them she wants to make a better person, a better, more educated sounding person. And that's what teachers are supposed to do.
Yeah.
So looking at the list of words that she has banned from slang in her classroom, I think that I pretty much keep up with slang and all that the young people use, but some of these I'm not quite sure about. You can't say pookie. Now, is pookie a Gen Z or a Gen Alpha word that means something other than what it meant when we were growing up, which is just like a term of endearment, like a cutesy little nickname?
I don't know.
Aura,
Your aura?
Your aura.
bro, and womp womp are also. I know bro means, but womp womp. What does womp womp mean?
You're a womp
It
womp.
could be any number of things.
Womp womp.
So what is the problem? Are parents upset?
It's just like this is just so out of the ordinary now for a teacher to say you can't use slang in my classroom. It's because of the dumbing down of society.
very
Let's
weird.
see. She says, we'd be lining up for lunch, and I'd hear students saying, "You're so, you're so skibbity," or "That's so Sigma." What are those things? I haven't heard those. What is skip? Is it skibbity?
Skibbity. Don't bother with that one though, because it's stupid.
It is.
Well, they're all stupid, but what does it mean?
Exactly. That one's the only one that I don't know that it has a meaning. They just kind of use it.
And so, what does it mean when you say something Sigma?
I think it's just something is so far away from being an alpha, it's just bad. Because sigmas are later in the.
You mean as in feminine?
No, like alpha. Like it's hard to say. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Okay, actually, never mind. I was incorrect. Sigma is slang word for the best,
Oh,
or someone who is a humble alpha.
That was not very Sigma of you, Rob.
You're right. I totally messed that up. I thought it was the opposite of alpha.
And just so you know, TJ, skibbity is pronounced skippity.
skippity?
Is it?
Yeah, it's pronounced like skippity.
But it's spelled with a B.
Yes.
Skibbity.
It's spelled Skibidi, but it's pronounced Skippity.
Okay. Well,
No
see,
inherent
that's
meaning.
dumb.
It can be used as a wacky adjective to mean cool, bad, or dumb, depending on the context.
So it's kind of like all the things that the hang loose
Kind of, yeah.
sign means in Hawaiian.
That's according to
or-
Urban Dictionary.
I've never heard it.
So the teacher says, "I am nobody's Pookie. Do not call me Pookie. Stop addressing people as Pookie."
That's what teachers are supposed to do.
Yeah. So the reason I'm doing this is because I want you to speak like you're more educated.
And what is that? For 1 hour a day, you're not allowed to use slang?
Just in her class,
Just in her
however,
class.
and she teaches science. And I hear that, the kids and teachers cuss in class now to each other.
What?
Like just in regular language.
What?
Like in high school, kids are cussing and the teachers cuss, and that just is Again, it's dumbing down society
I think
on
Meredith,
purpose.
I think Meredith has only done that one time. She may have cussed at a kid one time.
But she teaches lower grades, though, doesn't she?
5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they cuss at her.
Yeah. But isn't that... No, she doesn't teach the at-risk kids anymore, does
No,
she?
she's actually with the academically gifted now.
Oh, okay. And they're the ones cussing
Yeah,
her?
they're cussing. Yeah.
What? Yeah. And what did she call them? Because I'm sure that fifth grader probably deserved whatever she said to him. What did she say?
I think she said she may have cut that shit out.
You little mutt.
Just lost her cool there for a minute. It was like,
But I'm telling you, all of this started on the downtrend whenever they first allowed teachers to wear dungarees to work.
damn jeans every
First time they allowed teachers to wear jeans in the classroom.
Meredith
That was, then the standards just go straight downhill.
Meredith wore shorts and Crocs last week to work.
Yeah, and then she's got kids calling her an MF'er. So
That's what you get.
That's what you're doing, yeah.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.
The Nerd News Podcast is where I fill you in on the newest in nerd. Hey, it's Tech D-Rob, and whether you like movies, books, card games, video games, etc., I've got you covered. In the newest in nerd, available Tuesdays on the Ace and TJ Family app or wherever you get podcasts. It's the Nerd News Podcast.
If you want to lose weight the safe, effective way, then you need Calitrin. Calitrin is not a drug, but it's scientifically proven to help you lose weight. Order it today at toploss.com. Toploss.com. It's Calitrin.
Lily and Grace is a one-stop shop for the exquisite home, award-winning furniture, the perfect decor and gifts, and everything you need for the holidays. Located at Langtree. Find out more at lilyandgrace.com. That's lilyandgrace.com.